Good morning, good morning.
Hello.
This is the way. I don't know why we're doing this.
Happy May the 3rd?
Happy May the 3rd.
May the 3rd.
Yes.
But may the force be with you.
May the force be with you. Welcome to the Invo Insider May edition. As you may have been able to tell, we are absolute nerds here at Invo, and we absolutely love our Star Wars. This is my only Star Wars shirt, and it has
Go
sports
Chiefs.
on it. Yes. I have the sports shirt with the Star Wars, and somebody else has the Star Wars shirt with the sports on it. So it's the only shirts we
It's
have.
the things.
Yeah.
James,
Yeah.
who are you?
Huh?
Who are you?
Who am I? I don't know.
James Dennis, everybody.
Hello, my name is James Dennis, and I am here with Hope Solomon. We are excited to have you here at the Invo Insider May edition. We're going to have a lot of fun. So why don't you tell us exactly what we're doing today?
I would love to. So first of all, thank you all so much for joining us today for the May 3rd edition. So excited to have you here. We are going to start out the day with Cahoots throughout the event. We'll have an interview from Brooke Collins with Mobile Oil Credit Union, a demo with James and I, and then at the very end, one of you will be walking away with a Yeti cooler. So James, let's explain to them how exactly they could potentially win this Yeti cooler.
Yes, so for those of you who have never been here, or for those of you that have forgotten since then, we are all about our games here at Invo, and the game we love to play the most is called Kahoot. So, for those of you that have never done it, www.kahoot.it. Make sure that you go out there to your browser and go to www.kahoot.it, or bring up your Kahoot app on your phone. So, we are excited about this month's Kahoots. There may be some questions about, I don't know, Star Wars-ish, maybe? We even brought in the Enterprise for you Star Trekkie people, you know? Yes. Please don't hurt me, John. So,
Oh no.
yeah, I've already received hate mail about having that here, so please forgive me. So, but for those of you that have never done it, we're excited about it. You have 3 rules. Number 1, be quick, be fast, and always have fun. So we want to make sure that you have fun. So, but without further ado, we're actually going to send it over to our fearless leader, who is going to tell you all about this month's theme for today. So.
Well, good morning and welcome to a very special edition of the Invo Insider. And happy May. I couldn't be more excited that you are here. We've got a lot of fun planned for you. Obviously, James and Hope have already got us started off on the right foot. But I've got a few things I want to share as we dive into this month's episode of the Insider. Today is all about text to success. How can you leverage this communication channel to bring your customers closer, improve loyalty, and build stronger financial relationships with those individuals that you are serving as a financial partner? And what we found, and this actually came out of a recent article that I took a look at it was identifying the fact that texting will be a part of over 99% of financial institutions' strategic channels over the next 5 years. So that means if it's not a part of what you're doing today, it will more than likely be a part of what you're doing tomorrow. And as text becomes really ubiquitous with email, even superseding that communication channel, I think it's imperative that you start to understand the benefits of texting, how you can leverage that channel and really take advantage of that medium as a preferred form of communication. So a couple of things that we've identified, and we've really coined this phrase, the rule of the 90s, to kind of help remember that, and not just because I'm a big fan of the 90s, though, make no mistake, I'm a big fan of the 90s. We've got some numbers, I think, that will help to really solidify why SMS texting is the way of the future for customer interactions. So the first is 95% of text messages are opened within 3 minutes. That is a very fast response rate, especially when you hear the next couple of statistics. 98% of text messages are opened, period, compared to only 23% of emails that are open. And this was data that just came out over the last 12 months. So I think we would all be much happier with a 98% response rate versus a 23%, I would say, failure rate, not even a success rate, but a failure rate. And then lastly is 90 seconds is the average response time to an SMS text message. So not only are customers receiving text messages and acknowledging them, not only are they doing it faster than they are through any other channel of communication, they're doing it consistently and they're doing it quickly. So you're going to be able to narrow that window of time for response. You're going to be able to increase that response time in the percentage of response that you're receiving. And I think all of that boils down to not only just better communication, but then improving the relationship and the customer experience that you have with your valued customers. So I highly encourage you, take a look at text. If that's not something on your radar today, you're going to learn a lot about it today. And I think that's the best part about this is this afternoon you're going to have an opportunity to hear more about a texting platform, what the capacities are, specifically with Invo Text, but just in general, how can you leverage this technology to communicate better? And then what other functionalities are there within the platform that maybe you haven't considered, such as campaigns, live texting, messaging on schedules, things that will help to improve the way that you are providing your financial products and services to your customer base. Could not be more excited about that. And in addition to hearing more about text as a strategy, getting a chance to see text in action, you're going to get to hear from an amazing individual. Brooke Collins, AVP of Virtual Services at Mobile Oil Credit Union, is joined us for a sit-down interview, and she's going to share all of her wisdom and expertise of what they're doing to continue to innovate in a heavily saturated market in Texas, but to continue to differentiate themselves by focusing on the member experience. And you are really going to want to stick around for that interview. It's going to be fantastic. I guarantee that you're going to join us, or you're going to enjoy it as you join us. Lastly is, listen, the insider is truly only as good as your participation, and you as an insider is what makes this fun. It's what makes this valuable, I think, for all the others that are attending. So I encourage you, one, be active in chat. Chat is live on the YouTube channel, so be active and involved there. Secondarily, follow up with us after the fact. So if you see something you're interested in or you want to learn more about it, then you're going to have a way to get a hold of us at the end so that we can follow up with you and provide that information, and then give us feedback. What did you like? What did you not like? What can we improve as we leave here today to make next month's Insider even better? But Brooke will probably tell you it will never get better than this, and she's joining us today, right? So we want to jump right over and get things started the right way. And this is typically when I say, let's send it back to Studio A, but not today. Back to Planet Hoth, to Princess Leia, and Jar Jar Binks.
Did he just call me Jar Jar Binks?
No, you're Princess Leia. I'm Jar Jar.
Oh, okay. All right. That makes so much more sense. Not really.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, God.
That gave me a good laugh. Thank you, Jake.
All right, on that note, let's go
Come on,
to
Jar
our
Jar.
Kahoot.
Who's ready for a Kahoots?
Yes, please, something happen right now.
Okay, so on your screen, if you've never been to the Insider, James kind of gave reference to it, but please go out to www.kahoot.it or go to the app, and then it's going to ask for the PIN, which James will kindly give us.
Yes, 294-3156. Make sure you put your name in there. You can see the QR code, so if you want to, you can actually use the QR code as well. So 294-3156. We are going to wait just a few more minutes for some more of our friends to get in here.
Absolutely.
And we'll go from there. So let's see if we can't get, how many people do we have?
I don't know.
Uh-oh. What's going on? Where is the rest of them?
Where are the people?
Where are the people? All right, let's see here. Hang on one second. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Hang on one second.
We are waiting.
We are waiting. Hold, please.
James.
So,
While we're waiting Tell
What?
us your favorite Star Wars movie.
My favorite Star Wars movie?
Yes.
That's Return of the Hope, right? Wait, no.
Yes.
Leaving the Hope.
Leaving the Hope.
Oh, okay. All right.
Wait, which one is it?
It's all about hope.
It is about. It's about.
It's all about
A New
hope.
Hope. Star
A
Wars:
New
A New
Hope.
Hope.
Yes.
100%.
I don't know. I love them all, and it's one of those like I'm trying to figure out if I like the new ones or the old ones at this point.
I think I prefer the new ones, and some
would,
people may
yeah.
say that they disagree with me, but the new ones are pretty good.
They're pretty good.
They're pretty good.
They're pretty good.
When I say new ones, I mean like Star Wars 1, 2, and 3, right? Is that how
wait.
that works?
I was gonna say, did we go backwards or
Star
did we
Wars
go forwards?
1.
If we get this wrong, John is literally gonna roast us on YouTube. So make sure you don't screw this up.
I think it's Star Wars 1, 2, and 3.
It's 1, 2, and 3.
The newer ones, right? Am I right?
Yes. Wait. No. I don't know. You're so confusing. So
Oh, look, Joel said Picard was my favorite Jedi.
Picard, yes.
Isn't that
See,
from Star
now,
Trek?
Now we're talking. Yes, Star Trek Picard. So the Next Generation. That one I can
The
tell
Next
you.
Generation.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
We're back in the 80s.
Way back in the
yeah,
80s.
Yeah. Let's not go there. So
Okay, you guys, so we are going to pivot because for whatever reason,
Kahoot is giving us
the force
fits.
is not strong with Kahoot right now, you guys. So we are going to pivot and jump straight into the interview, but we will be back with Kahoot.
Yes.
Have no fear.
Have no fear. There will be an extended Kahoot
James
after
and I are
the
going to
interview.
go fight some forces
Yes.
or something.
Yes, this is all, oh my. It's because I crossed John.
Oh,
That's what they're
true.
saying.
So let's go ahead and move it over to the interview, and then after that, we will be back with Kahoot, everybody. Don't you worry.
Jar Jar broken.
Are you
All right,
ready?
Take it away.
Well, good morning and welcome. We are so excited to have you with us today, and I am very excited because I have the one and only Brooke Collins from Mobile Oil Credit Union with us today, and Brooke is the AVP of Virtual Services, and we're going to get into all of that, but we're going to go straight to real talk to begin with here. And I asked her a question about if she had a theme song, what would it be? And she had two, and one was Walking on Sunshine, and the second was Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger by Daft Punk, which is a personal favorite of mine. But why are those your theme songs, Brooke?
Oh, well, I think Walking on Sunshine, I always try to look at the positive side of things. I've been accused sometimes of being a little bit too positive in difficult situations. But if you really know me, you know the harder, faster, better, stronger sounds like the inside of my brain with all the different changing tunes and getting off track and, you know.
That's great. And I just picture you starting off with your alarm ringing in the morning with Walking on Sunshine. But then as you pull into the parking lot at the credit union, you're listening to Daft Punk. I figure like that's like your routine every day.
It sometimes be like that.
As it should be. Well, Brooke, I'm super excited to have you here, and I know many of our insiders that are joining us today know who you are and know the story of Mobile Oil, but we also have just as many that aren't familiar. And so I would like to give you an opportunity to just share your own personal story. So if you wouldn't mind, just let everyone here know a little bit more about yourself, your career path, the journey that you've had within the financial space, bringing us up to where you are today at Mobile Oil. And you can go as far back in as much detail as you'd like.
All right. Well, I started off with my first bank job about 20 years ago. So, you know, I had to be about 5 years old. And I was a teller for a little bit. I was able to move my way up the ranks there, became a branch manager pretty early on. Stayed in that role for quite a while. I've now been at Mobile Oil for about 5 years. I've made the good switch over to the good side of things, the credit union life.
Yeah.
And recently, just the end of last year, became the AVP of Virtual Services here.
That's great. Tell us a little bit about what the Virtual Services Department at Mobile Oil means.
So manage the call center side of things. I say we because I do have a partner in crime, Tish Adkins. We have two different hubs. So we have the call center, and then we have all of our video banking agents, some of our outbound calling representatives, and our loan specialists, which help us process and close the loans.
So tell me a little bit about the department. So the virtual services area of Mobile Oil has evolved quite a bit over the last couple of years and even here recently. So talk to us a little bit for those insiders that don't know the different channels that are serviced through that, and maybe the different products and services as well, and then how those things have evolved over the last couple of years.
Oh, I think, we play around and say the only thing consistent here is change. And that really is true. Our credit union has really restructured quite a bit. I mean, even just things as far as our processes, having our loan specialists come in and help process and close the loans, whereas before our video bankers did it from beginning to end. I think how our departments were designed previously, virtual services meant something completely different than what it means today.
So I think that's interesting to me is the term virtual services, and that's why I keep diving in a little further. I've seen it be defined differently at a lot of different institutions. So I'm just curious for our guests that maybe don't know, what exactly do your virtual service agents do? Are they fielding all incoming calls? Are they handling only specific calls or queues, different channels? Like some of our clients that we deal with have virtual agents that take phone calls, take chats, take video calls from interactive teller machines, take video calls from the Invo platform. Some are even splintered off, and there's some that are servicing in-branch video, some that are doing web or mobile. Maybe as comfortable as you are getting into the weeds there, what does it actually look like for a day-to-day routine for one of your virtual services agents?
So our virtual services agents actually handle members regardless of the channel that they come to us in. So I mentioned before that we manage the contact center, which is the phone center. So if members are calling in, also our video banking agents take turns taking loan applications through the phone center as well. We also handle the online applications, the members that come into the branch, and the members that come to us through our Mobile X, which is our mobile app for video banking.
Yeah, and I want to talk a little bit about that in a minute as well. So you mentioned a lot of different job functions. Are all of the agents supporting all those functions all the time, or do they flex at all, or do they focus on different areas, or are they servicing all that all the time?
So we do schedule certain folks to do certain job functions on different days, but they're all trained to do all of them. So if we realize that one channel is busier than the other and we need to pull folks from one to the other, they're pretty flexible throughout the day. There are, of course, dedicated phone center agents that all they're skilled for is just answering the phones. We know we need that job role very consistently. Same thing with the video bankers. The majority of our folks there are on that channel. But then we do dedicate different ones to trade out and take the lending line, is what we call it, applications over the telephone, or to pull in the applications from our online banking platform and work those.
Yeah, that's awesome. Are they scheduled like in a specific cadence, or do they flex based on where the volume and the demand is at any given time? Kind of how do the decisions make who's tackling what on what day?
A little bit of both. We typically rotate monthly on who's taking the telephone applications and who's working the online applications and who's just strictly on video calls. But as we see the need, if we have a busy Monday and our video calls are super high traffic, we might pull somebody that's taking on the online apps to cover those video calls with people that are here right now ready to see us. We also have on the contact center side what we call e-services reps, which handle some of the new accounts that come through online, as well as our chat and member emails. So several contact points, but we're here to help members wherever they're at.
No, I love that. And it's interesting. That statement, wherever the members are at, that's something that honestly I've really heard resonate quite a bit in the last year. And as we see preferences in how members want to be serviced and even channels that they're using evolves and changes, it's really creating efficiency based on what they want that experience to be. And I know you guys have amazing technology deployed in many different areas, and I want to kind of get into some of that as time allows. But let's go back before we move off of this topic. And you mentioned the term Mobile X. Mobile X, I love this project, and I love whenever it was launched, the branding that was attached to it, the way that you guys marketed and promoted Mobile X. Describe what Mobile X is for those that are here that have no idea what that even means, because it's not a motocross it's not a motocross rally circuit like it might sound. So Mobile X, what exactly is that, and how did you guys even come up with utilizing that name?
So, I really don't remember how the name originated. We talked about that a little while back. I think it was just a way to differentiate an extra service that we were providing to our members at the time. But it is basically our Invo Solutions software on a mobile app, and we branded it with our name instead of Invo Solutions, so that when people search mobile oil, they can easily find that, as well as our regular online banking app. And it was deployed shortly after COVID as another way to reach our members that needed to get to us, and our lobbies were closed.
Yeah, and your feedback ratings in the App Store are incredible. I was looking at that not too long ago to see how the app was still ranked and how it was rated, both inside of the iTunes Store, the App Store, as well as the Google Play Store. You guys have had glowing reviews from your members, and I think the technology enables those things to happen, but really what I believe the members are rating was the experience they had with your staff and the virtual services agents, which I think is the most important thing. So hats off to you and the team, because you're doing all the right things. Talk a little bit about the experience that you guys have crafted and built at Mobile Oil, from that branch to the digital channels on your website and on mobile. How are you able to accomplish a consistent engagement, a seamless engagement perhaps is the better terminology, because the way you guys are doing it, I think, is unlike what a lot of other credit unions are doing.
I think some really great decisions were made at the onset by the leadership at that time. It was difficult to change, but what we did was went one branch at a time and went all in. We pulled all the bankers to a centralized location and went, all video office at one time. And we scheduled employees to work as a guide, as we called it, as a warm body that would greet the members, help sign them in, walk them into an office, explain what the office was and what was going to happen, check in on them if there was a wait time, bring water, deliver back paperwork or debit cards or anything that we've printed that the member needs, and just kind of serve as that concierge and warm welcome while we interacted through video. And I think eliminating the choice, we're humans and we're always going to be resistant of change, even if the change is for the better. And I think eliminating that choice, while it sounds harsh, was really the right way to go, because once members tried it for the first time, they found that they liked it more often than not.
Talk a little bit about things that have happened. I always love the stories that come out of times that the platform, and I'm speaking specifically to Invo in this circumstance, whether that's remote through a digital channel or that's in a branch in a video office. But do you have any stories that you'd like to share, or any experiences that have happened that you think would be fun to talk about?
Oh gosh, I think so many, but some of my favorites are when you have family members that have a need that comes up and you need to meet with both parties. I remember years ago telling people, you're going to both have to come in at the same time so that we can take care of this. I think the ability to invite people that might be in different locations is fantastic. You have a Army wife at home that needs to get an auto loan and has no credit and needs her husband on there. We can, invite him in and schedule a time that's good for him whenever he might be in a completely different state, so that we can get the auto loan completed for them. Or you have somebody that unfortunately ends up in the hospital unexpectedly, the ability to meet them there without physically taking a laptop and driving there.
I love that story. I've heard similar stories, not the same version you shared with the Army wife, but we've had situations where one of the spouses is at home with kids, right? And so maybe either a child is sick or they're maybe homeschooled, and the other spouse is working in the professional environment. You could literally have 4 different people from 4 different areas collaborate together And those stories are always some of my favorite. But you know what stories I also like are tragic stories of crash and burn failures. So this is let's rip the Band-Aid off. Do you have any horror stories or anything bad that's happened when you've had members come in and try to use the video office and they're not for it? So I like to be equal opportunity here. So do you have any outliers there that you can recall? Oh, great. So many. Wait a minute. I just asked for one.
I think in order to have success, you've got to have some failures too. You've got to know what
Oh,
works
yeah.
and what doesn't, right?
Amen. Amen to that. Yeah, for sure. What do you got?
I think most of the failure points that we've identified happen when we don't have that warm body paying attention to the members in the smart office. And that's probably a lot of the reason why we haven't gone to a sign yourself in situation, which works for a lot of people. I think it just doesn't work for us. And the reason being is people can get lost in our opinion. So some of the failure points, I think, is maybe one person greets the member, signs them into an office, heads out to lunch, and forgets to hand our iPad to another person to indicate that they're on duty for that. So they're maybe tied up at the teller line with another member, and our video banking agent is messaging the branch saying, hey, this member has documents. Hey, can you come help us? Hey, the sound went out in here. How do you help? And I think those are the times that we cry about our failures. It makes it harder on everybody. You've got to have that person and pay attention and make sure that we're doing the best job that we can to take care of them.
You haven't had anybody yell through the video feed yet at anybody, or is that you trying to suppress those experiences?
You know, I actually don't know of any time that a member has. Yes, I do.
Oh,
I did get yelled at one time.
You got yelled at?
I
personally?
got yelled at.
Oh, now we have to go into this story.
Oh, goodness. Yeah. We try so hard to say yes. My goal is to always tell members yes. I will find a way to get whatever they're needing done in most circumstances. But I did have a situation where a member got escalated to me. I took over the call, trying to assist them, trying to find a way to say yes. And this member did not like any of my solutions to her request. She wanted it exactly how she was asking for it, which was unfortunately something I couldn't do. Yeah. And she did yell. I forgot all about that. It hurts your ears a little. And it also scared the guide. The guide came running in.
Oh, no.
Messaging me, are you okay? I'm like, I'm fine.
Now I feel bad because I feel like you've suppressed this memory, and then through therapy, I've drawn it out of you.
I told you, I'm walking on sunshine. I only like to remember the good stuff.
Let's go. I agree with that. I love that. Oh, my goodness. It is funny now. Probably wasn't funny in the moment, but yeah. Did you keep the member, or did they leave?
I did.
See? Look at that.
We got it under control. It just took maybe the double team approach. Someone else coming in and
Brooke brought him a little sunshine. Yeah.
It took three. One wasn't enough, two wasn't enough. It took that third person in a group chat.
Oh my goodness. I love it though. You know what? You got there. You did get there. One of the things you talked about there, which we haven't got into, and I don't want to share this just for the sake of functionality and experience, but everyone doesn't do this the same. And so we have a number of clients that have deployed our lobby platform in the video office, and they have made each unique office almost just its own standalone operations. But I think you guys do it a little different, where you've got the guide operating kind of from a centralized hub. So if you've got new members, you've got welcome packets. If they're printing things off, they're doing that to a centralized location. Is that still true? And if that is, or if it's not, kind of walk through what that looks like operationally.
Yeah, as far as our employees being the one to sign the members in, we definitely still handle it that way. And part of the reason is just because we want that interaction. We want everybody in the branch to be aware from a security standpoint too of who is where in the building and what are they doing. And then also so we can check on them if there are wait times. We do have pretty high volume at different times throughout the day. And so we don't ever want to forget about a member if there is a wait time. So we do still sign in that way. As far as welcome packets and printing documents, that was where we began. We do, of course, print anything that the members need upon their request, but we are trying to move a little bit more into the digital space and DocuSign or send emails with documentation for members that don't need it physically. But they're definitely still that guide as that check-in person.
Yeah, I love that. I still just think that adds that layer of personal touch, and you're still getting the efficiencies, right? Because you're not having, a whole team of all those product and services representatives at every location. You have them centralized, so that efficiency is still there, for
And
sure.
the help with staffing is tremendous.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Have you guys tracked any of that, just as far as the efficiencies on the staffing side goes? Like what that looks like from a metric standpoint or an efficiency standpoint? Are you looking at any of that on a regular basis?
I think we've grown and changed so much. I don't think I'd be comparing apples to apples, but I can tell you from experience, I was a branch manager at a location with, physical bankers prior to us going this route. And, if I think I had 3 designated bankers, but there were times that maybe one was on vacation, one got sick, one had an emergency, and all of a sudden I have nobody in the branch to open accounts or do loan applications. So we're having to call and get people to drive in from other locations. And just, I feel like it was a constant juggle, so much so that we actually had a floater team, a pool of people that would just drive to different locations as needed, as people, got sick or were on vacation. We would actually we would pay them mileage just to drive to different locations to work. So that staffing challenge is a thing of the past. Now, staffing is staffing. We definitely have illnesses and emergencies and training and
Sure.
vacation to contend with, but with everybody in a centralized location and with everybody having the ability to service members from any location, it does eliminate that shuffling and that drive time and that mileage expense. It's just, hey, everybody, try to stay on calls as much as you can. And this is how many people were down today. So keep an eye on it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot easier.
Oh, for sure. A thought that just crossed my mind was, I remember probably a couple of years ago, I was having a conversation with somebody else at the credit union, and you guys occupy a unique space in our country anyway, being on the Gulf of Mexico, and you're affected by weather, right, more than a lot. And that's the blessing of the curse of being so close to the water. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, you guys have also rolled this technology into some of your disaster recovery program strategies. Is that correct? So in the event of something tragic happening, you guys are still able to service the membership base. Is that true?
Absolutely. Same thing with COVID. We actually sent our entire staffing that could home to work from home. And with this platform, it's really easy to do. We do have a team of people if we had to evacuate for a hurricane. Some people, we ask them to bring their equipment with them and check in, and they might be setting up in a remote location to still continue to service our members. And some might travel with the credit union to our designated hotel to take care of membership. So it's definitely made that easier rather than just saying the credit union shut down until we can get a location open.
Yeah, and what a benefit for your members, because that's not something that everyone can say, I mean, for me, I wish all of the credit unions could say that, because that'd mean they'd all be using Invo, but we'll get there eventually.
You will.
Eventually. Thank you. See, there's your optimist side again. Yeah, you're in good company. Is there anything else that you would like to share with the insiders today before we wrap up? Any feedback, any pearls of wisdom from the office of Brooke Collins?
I think the only thing that I would say is you're not receiving a no to anything unless you ask. And I think Invo has done a great job of helping us learn how to work the platform in a way that fit our needs and being able to adapt and change that as we've progressed through. So you can really make it your own and make it service whatever gap or whatever need you're trying to fill. Jake hasn't told me no to a question that I've never asked.
That actually made me think for a second about that I'm tracking. Well, you guys are good at pushing us, which we appreciate and love, and I think that's great. And it's also one of the things I think is most important is, you guys find ways to innovate and do something that maybe we haven't identified as a company. And I also think that's one of the things that I'm the most proud of from a product team standpoint at Invo is that we are not afraid to say we don't know everything. And if we're not listening intentionally and also letting you drive that innovation, then we're not getting better. And you've heard me say this before, which is, our best source of R&D, our best source of research and development is our users. And so you guys are looking to improve processes in the branch or do unique things online in the digital environment. And if it doesn't exist, going back to your comment about an omni-channel experience, how do we help enhance that or push that? So I will always say yes to listening. I can't always promise I'll say yes to your requests, but that's just so my product team doesn't get mad at me. But I want to say yes to, I would consider almost any ideas that you have.
And you have. I think that's why we work so well together, is you listen.
100%. I love that. I love that. Well, Brooke, this has been great. I really am appreciative of your time. And if you're willing, I would encourage everyone who's here today to connect with Brooke. She is active on LinkedIn. It's a great place to connect, to see what she's doing, and also to reach out to her through that channel. And then also follow Mobile Oil Credit Union on LinkedIn as well. They are constantly putting things out there that share both the innovation side of the credit union, but also the culture side, which is very near and dear to my heart as well. But with that, I think that though we'll let you go, Brooke. Thank you so much for your time today.
All right. Thank you. Have a good one.
You do the same. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right, thank you so much, Brooke and Jake. We really appreciate the interview. That was actually really great. So I love hearing from Brooke. Brooke is absolutely phenomenal, and we love her to death.
Yes.
So we, I believe, have worked through our technical difficulties. The force was strong, but we were stronger.
Yes.
And I think
We fought
Hope
off
actually had to call somebody. I don't know exactly who
Yes.
she called, but she called somebody.
Ring, ring.
Ring, ring.
Spock, is that you?
Oh, wow.
Beam
she
me
called
up,
Spock.
Scotty.
She's
that
called Spock.
This is an actual phone, you guys.
Yes, from 1980.
Yes.
Yeah. So USS Enterprise came through, and here we go. So I think we've got everything squared away for the Kahoot. So we are actually going to go ahead and bring this back up. Our sincere thanks to Ryan for conquering
You go, Ryan.
Google and Chrome.
Yes.
And so we are back up and running.
Back up and running.
We have a new pin though, so for everybody that actually already put their information in, I apologize. You got to
Yes.
put it in again. So
Yes.
the game
Please.
pin is 7296950. Scan that QR code or put that game pin into your app, and we are going to get this party started here in just a minute.
Absolutely. And this is the way you win the Yeti.
Yes, you want to make sure that you are correct and faster than the person next to you.
Yes,
So-
absolutely.
Wow, some of these names are absolutely awesome.
We are here to win, James.
Whoa, TB phone home.
Here to
TB
win.
phone home. This is
TB phone
awesome.
home. Yes, we're here to
Audra,
win. So you do
winner.
have to be the fastest, but you also have to be correct.
Yes, because nobody likes the second winner. Wait, or
Wait,
something like that.
what?
I don't know. I don't even know what I just said.
Calm down, Jar Jar.
Hey now. All right. So
Okay.
here we go. We're going to give you just a few more seconds, and we are going to essentially do two different Kahoots. So
Yes, sir.
we're going to do the Kahoot about something, and then we're going to do the Kahoot all about the interview. So there's going to be 6 questions. So make sure you pay attention, and we go from there.
Are
so
you ready to go?
Elise
Let's
is on
do
here.
this.
That's awesome.
All right, ready? Let's get this party started. This is the first one. So, first segment. Here we go.
All about what?
All about, well, you probably guessed it. It's about Star Trek. No, I'm joking. It's called Star Wars. May the blank be with you. Is it may the insider, may the force, may the Jame? That's
Jame,
you.
yes.
May the third?
May the
Question mark.
3rd. Today is technically the 3rd. Does that
What is
count?
that? Is it may the what
May
is it,
the
James?
May the Jame.
May
I
the-
mean, obviously, Jame is the correct
You're
answer.
always with us, James.
I am always with you.
You are always with
You're
us.
welcome.
We're so thankful for that.
Yes.
Yes, it is. May the force be with you. Congratulations to those who got it. Let's see the leaderboard.
There we go.
We have winner.
Wow. Winner called
Calling
his
it out.
shot. Yes. Congratulations,
All
winner,
right.
for being the top.
2. Who is the young Jedi Knight who becomes Darth Vader? Was it Han Solo, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin Skywalker, or Luke Skywalker?
I think it would be James.
Well, that is not an option.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Just,
I
you
see
know,
how you are.
calm down. It's not always about you. Oh, so good. Okay,
Yes.
yes, it is Anakin Skywalker.
Wow.
Oh, Anakin. Yes,
Obi-Wan,
yes, indeed.
Naomi. Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Oh, wow. All right, here we go with the next question.
Tusken Hog. Is that who I think it is? It
What is
better
the
not be.
name of Han Solo's ship? Is it the Millennium Falcon, the USS Enterprise, the Razor Crest, Darth Vader's Executor?
I'm going to go with Enterprise. USS Enterprise.
James, are you a Star Trek fan? I just am getting that vibe.
I
that
used
you
to be.
may be a Star Trek fan.
I used to watch Star Trek with my father all the
Okay.
time,
Oh,
and I
really?
loved it. Yeah,
That's good.
yeah. But once the Next Generation was over, I was done.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep, no
It
more.
is the Millennium Falcon.
Millennium
Good
Falcon.
job. We still have Tusken Hog, who's in first. Okay, you guys, we're moving on to the next one. We are going to keep going. So it's all about the interview with Brooke.
Yes,
So
who was
here
paying attention?
We go. Who was paying attention? Brooke has 2 theme songs. One is Walking on Sunshine. What is the other one?
Daft Punk.
Is it Dancing Queen, I Will Survive, Here Comes the Sun, Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger?
You have to say it with the voice. Harder, harder, better, faster, stronger.
I'll let you do that.
Oh.
You did phenomenal.
I will
Really great job.
survive.
Yeah.
Oh,
You go.
okay.
For it.
Yeah.
It was Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger. So good job for those who did get it. Darth T-Bone. Okay.
Wow. This,
Yes,
these names, I
That's
swear.
a name. Okay, next question. What is the name of Mobile Oil's video banking app? Mobile Oil's mobile app for mobile devices.
I like that one.
Mobile Oil X, Mobile Oil Video, Mobile Oil Digital Branch.
Say that first one again.
It's a mouthful, isn't it? Mobile Oil's mobile app for mobile devices. Come on, somebody.
This is why you're not in marketing. I'm just going to say this outright. So.
Hey now. Yes, it is Mobile Oil X, which is much better than the one in red. So, good job for those who got it. Okay, we have Tusken Hog back in first place.
Wow.
Great job.
Good
All right,
job.
here we go. Next question. True or false? Mobile Oil was able to allow some of their staff to work from home because of the Invo platform. Is that true or is that false, James?
I'm going to go with maybe.
Yes, no, maybe so.
Maybe so, possibly.
Did
could
you
be.
say no?
No, I didn't say no.
Good.
I said maybe so.
Because it's not no.
It's
It's
not yet.
it's not.
Wait, yes, it
It's
is true.
true.
It is
Yes,
true.
it is
yes,
true.
absolutely true.
Amazing. Amazing that they were able to send some of their staff to work from home. It's really cool,
Yes.
isn't it? Yeah. Really, really love that. Okay. Yes. Very good. All right. We're going to go to
Obi-Wan
the next question. This is
The
the
ne-
final one.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh, no.
Nope.
I'm joking. I am
Wow.
completely joking.
Hope
that
is
was
all
that
over
was
the
a
place
test,
today.
and
Yes.
I failed.
We
so,
don't even know what's going on right now. So, congratulations, Obi-Wan Kenobi, because I believe that's who was on the top right
Yes.
there. So,
Yes.
welcome to our world. This is exactly what we do. So,
So what are we doing now, James?
we, I believe, are going to go directly into a demo. So,
We are.
and you are actually going to show us everything about text. Can you do that?
Ooh, I
are
can
you
do
ready
it.
to do that?
I can do it.
Because here we go.
Okay, you guys, so we're going to talk a little bit about our texting platform. So right now we are currently on the Invo dashboard, and I'm actually going to go down to our texting right here. So we're going to jump down to text, and we're going to have a little bit of fun today. James and I want you involved in this demo. So
Yes.
bottom right-hand corner, you see a number that is flashing at you. Please text in what your favorite Star Wars character is.
Yes.
That is what we want to know. We want to know your favorite Star Wars character.
Yep. 417-924-5115.
Yes.
So text in, and you're going to see all your numbers and your
They're all
answers
gonna
show
flood
up
right
on this screen here. So we can't wait to see some of these answers.
What is your favorite Star Wars character?
I'm actually terrified about what is
My
going to come up
what
here.
is my favorite Star? I don't even know.
You're an Ewok.
No, I think I like Padme. I think that's my favorite Star Wars character.
Oh, I thought with the little
Yeah.
the bunny ears that you have.
No,
No?
definitely not. Look at all these flooding in. So I want to point out a few things.
Shoo.
All of these texts are currently flooding to a generic incoming bucket. So we're starting at the top of the funnel, and then eventually we want to get them to the place that they need to go. But before we get there, I want to point out a few things. So the first is all of these are coming in. It's wonderful. So we're
Wow.
going to start out with Ryan. So I can see all of these. They are blinking blue arrows, James.
Blinking blue.
Blue.
Why are
again.
why are they blue though? Because that is that is what tells you that essentially the customer has responded last.
Yes, that is
so
correct.
you want to make sure that all those blinking blue arrows are taken care of, because if you don't take care of them, people get angry at you.
Yes, and these colors will change, right, James?
Yes, they will. So
Based
ultimately,
on timing.
Yep. That little blue dot there is essentially the mood ring of your customers. So make sure you remember that, because after a certain amount of time that they wait, it will start changing colors. So it will
Yes.
turn yellow, and then it will turn bright red, just like probably the color of their face.
Yes,
because they're waiting for
absolutely,
you.
because they're waiting. So if I
Yes.
click in on a text message, I can see that their favorite is Porg, and I like those. Those are cute little
Oh, boy.
characters. I
Oh,
love
boy.
them. So I'm going to respond to this text message, and I'm just going to say hello. So then you'll receive a text message from me saying hello. And then at the very top, you can see that I have delivered this, so we are good to go. This has been delivered. I'm no longer waiting, or that customer is no longer waiting on me. I've sent them a text message, so I can move on to other text messages
And did
as
it change
well.
colors?
It did. It went to a green arrow, and there are so many that I'm trying to find it. So there
There
it
it
is.
is.
So you can see the bottom of my screen. It went to a green arrow, and it's pointing up. And it no longer has a blinking bubble to let me know that they're waiting on me. I'm actually waiting on the customer now. So we can have this conversation back and forth, but maybe I found out they're interested in refinancing their home or talking about an auto loan. So I would want to go up here, and I love it.
Oh, there you go.
I love it. That's perfect. So they sent a GIF of the Porg. Aren't they cute?
Oh, they're so cute. Yeah, I can
cute.
see why you like it.
I know, they're adorable. So I can click on the generic incoming up here, and then I can actually switch the queue. So the queues are the products and services that they would want to operationally support through text. So I'm going to click auto loans, and then I'm going to hit submit, and then I'm going to hit yes, I do want to change that. Now if you're looking over here, left-hand column, you can see in the vehicle lending that I have a text message, because I have moved this individual into the auto lending department. So
Who
that
is
are,
that?
I
Do you know
don't
who that is?
No, tell us
Maybe
who you
they
are.
could tell us their
Tell us your
name.
name. Say this is blank.
Yeah,
Not
tell us
actually
your
blank,
name.
but you know.
Yeah.
So as they're typing and giving us their name, over here we have suggestions and templates. This gives you the ability to just auto-populate easy answers so that you can have consistency across the board with all of your employees, how they're responding to customers. You can create these, and it's really great. So you can see Travis has responded. So Travis sent in the Porg. I can see his name, Travis. So our software recognized that he sent in his name, so then there it is. I can also create notes. So I want to say, this is an awesome customer, awesome member, because they love Porgs. So I can write that in as a note. All of that data is being captured in our history tab right here. This is where our history tab is. So there's lots more to talk about with text. It's a super exciting platform, but we also have something very exciting that is coming. James, what are those called?
Yes, so not only can you assign these specific text messages to a department, but now coming soon to a theater near you, we are going to actually have a full-fledged campaign. So we call it Invo campaign, but ultimately you will have the ability to send mass text out to your customer base through our software, whether it be marketing text, information about your branches. All of that information is going to be able to be sent directly to your customers through our platform, and we like to call it Invo campaign.
Yes.
who knows what it'll ultimately be called, but Invo campaign kind of
Invo
rolls
campaign
off
is-
the tongue
rolls
right
off
now.
the tongue. It's beautiful.
Yes,
so we're not going to
absolutely.
show it to you today. We're teasing it a little bit so that you'll come back and
Yes.
so that you'll be able to see it in the future. But
Yes,
if
the
you'd
big
like
tease.
to, yes, the big tease.
Yes.
If you'd like to see a further demo of text, as there are a lot of other pieces that we didn't show today, we would be more than happy to give you a demo of that. So you can reach out to James, you can reach out to myself. We'd be more than happy to do a demo for you of text or any of our other platforms for that matter. So, James, let's
Yes.
see who was paying attention,
Yes,
shall we?
we shall. We shall.
Let's
we shall.
go to
Kahoot.
the last Kahoot.
The last Kahoot. Here
the
we
last
go.
Kahoot.
It's all about our text demo. So
Yes, it is.
we may have teased that too just a second ago when we put this screen up.
Yes, so guys, this is how you win the Yeti cooler. So bring those browsers back up, bring the app back up, because this is our next, this is the last one.
Very last Kahoot.
Here we go.
All right.
Question 1 on this section. What color does the arrow appear when a customer responded last? Is that purple, green, blue, or yellow?
Ooh, I see
Oh,
what
no.
you did there, Hope.
Oh no.
I see what you did there.
I'm
and
sneaky.
People are going to hate you.
I'm sneaky, sneaky.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
It wasn't my idea.
Oh, James.
Okay, maybe it was.
Yes. Oh no. 7 people got it.
Wow.
But it is blue. So it is blinking blue. So 14 of you got it. Great job.
Well done.
Well done.
Wow,
Really
Matt's,
great.
Matt's on the
coming back
rise.
up.
Matt's on the rise.
All right, you guys, here we go. Next question. True or false? Invo Smart Queuing enables teams to focus on text messages specific to their department. Is that
I
true?
believe we may have
that
said that
false?
before. I don't know.
What is the answer?
Yeah. No? Yes? No.
They still have 8 seconds.
Oh,
Yes, it
very
is
good.
true.
Very
Great
good.
job. So it does enable their teams to be able to focus specifically on the texts that matter to them.
Absolutely.
So this is the last question.
Who's it going to
question.
be?
All right, true or false? Invo campaigns allow you to send mass text out to your customer base.
Boom, 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 boom.
What's it gonna be?
Uh-oh.
Who's gonna win?
Who's going to get it?
I don't know about you, but
Was Obi-Wan Kenobi
I'm ready to see
going
the winner.
to win?
I'm ready to see
Was
the
he
winner.
fast enough?
Oh, almost everybody got it right.
Everybody got it right.
Almost everybody. Okay, here we go. This is the leaderboard. In third place,
Dun,
we
dun,
have
dun, dun.
Matt.
Matt. Good job,
in
Matt.
second place, we have T. And in first place, we have
Uh-oh.
Obi-Wan
Obi-Wan!
Kenobi. Woo!
Awesome! Way to go.
It,
The best part about that is all the confetti is on Hope.
it literally
Yes.
didn't even land on you.
Yes, I love this. Please,
Amazing,
Mr.
you
Confetti
guys.
Man, always shoot the confetti at Hope because that is the way it should be. So, congratulations, Obi-Wan.
Yes.
We
And
are so
please,
excited for you.
Yes, please reach out to me, Obi-Wan, so that I can grab your information and send you over that Yeti.
Especially since we don't really know what your name is.
We
so
don't know what your
yes.
name is, so-
So make sure you reach out to Hope. We will
Yes.
get you a Yeti ordered and on its way to you. So
Absolutely.
that was fun. What'd you think?
Loved it.
Loved
Great
it?
job, you guys.
Good
Okay,
job.
James, what's next?
What is next? I think we have something coming up very soon. But before we get to that, we're actually going to put some show notes on the screen.
Yes.
We want you to reach out to us. So obviously, Brooke talked to us today. You're going to see Mobile Oil's information in the show notes. Visit our website. We're going to have a lot of fun on there, obviously, with the LinkedIn or everything that we've posted on LinkedIn. And we're really excited for next month's Insider because we have a very special guest next month as well.
We do.
So, and I think we actually have some information about that.
We
don't
do.
we?
So with surveys, one last thing.
Oh.
So we currently have 2 surveys that are out there. So they're going to be in the comments. But we want to hear what you thought of the Invo Insider. If you loved it, if you didn't love James, no, I'm joking. But we want to hear your
Go
thoughts.
ahead, keep talking.
We want to hear what you thought of the Invo Insider, so please give us that feedback. Also, if it is your first time attending the Invo Insider, first of all, welcome. We loved having you, James.
Sorry.
We loved having you, and we want to reward you. So if you fill out the first time Invo Insider survey, we will put your name in a drawing for one of these. It is a Yeti mug with our logo on it, and we will ship it to you. So fill that out if it's your first time so that we can have this shipped to you. And again, thank you so much for coming. So, James, what else
Maybe
are
we should play the
doing?
teaser for next month before I get myself in trouble. So go ahead, Ryan, play that beautiful bean footage. Okay, all right. Until next time, we're so excited to have you here, but until then, night. Ah! Get him!